Hi there.
Yep.
Hey, I'm Officer Kennedy, Myrtle Creek. Please say all your conversations being recorded, okay?
Yes, it is.
The reason for the stop today is that I noticed your tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it, just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm, so if you reach for it, we have issues.
It is.
Okay, don't ever reach for it, okay? Okay. Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay,
and
you're not
place
going to
it
do
on
that. You're not going to put a firearm in your
Sir,
hand. Okay, so just hear me
I
out.
am
Stop
not-
talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting off an intimidating
Well, I'm
fact.
not
Just
going to
listen.
hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab it and take it out. I'm not going to seize it or anything like that.
No, I do not want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your
I
ID?
am willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly see it.
Do not touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll
say
tell you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move them. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that?
I think I'll just plead the fifth.
That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my hands on the steering wheel.
But you told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. Okay, if you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense? So, will you tell me your name and date of birth?
Not until I present this paperwork.
Okay. 3216. Can I get another unit? I'm going to get my chief down here for you.
Okay.
Keep your hands right where they're at.
I will keep them there as long as I can.
Okay. Perfect. They need to remain there and your hand needs to stay away from that.
And I already told you, I will keep them there as long as I can. This is not exactly a comfortable position.
Not yet. Female's verbally uncooperative.
I am not uncooperative. I am simply answering you without mine.
Not at this time.
See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being confrontational.
Okay, maybe let me use a different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but I'd say so are you, because you're not getting everything you want exactly when you want it.
Yeah, because I gotta survive every contact, and
I'm
gonna get what I want when there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Oh yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I have.
You've met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you haven't met me, so therefore you have no idea whether I'm reliable or not.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe it's a police uniform and a badge. But that's fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go home every day.
I don't trust the badge.
Okay, you don't have to trust me, but not that I don't trust you, I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stop hundreds possibly thousands of people every year, and I have to survive each of those contacts for a duration of 25 years. Okay?
I understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm, and so that's what I go off of, okay?
And I was willing to compromise with you, but you're not willing to compromise. You want it your way.
What is the compromise?
I am willing to put it on the dash, or even to allow you to put it on the dash. I would
like to do that.
Willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay. I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay. Will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other firearms with you?
No. Okay. Can I put my hands down now?
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
Now, can I begin going over this paperwork with me that you're going to thoroughly disagree with me on anyway?
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you. It may be legitimate, okay?
It it is legitimate.
Okay.
I've done
Well, that's
my
fine.
research in my own
Once I get this done, we'll move on with the rest of the stop.
It would have been a lot easier just to push the deal.
You don't get to decide how things go. Okay. I'm all about respecting you and trying to work with you.
I was
but
trying to be helpful.
You were not. I was asking you to do something, and you were refusing to.
I was talking about with getting the bullets out of the gun. I was just trying. Look, it would have been easier and faster to get the bullets out if you'd have pushed the release.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to say.
Before that, I was giving you a lawful order, and you were refusing to obey that. For personal feelings, I understand that. You did not prefer it that way. But there's times during a traffic stop or an interaction with police, you have to set your personal opinion or feelings aside to obey a lawful order.
You agreed to put my weapon on my dash.
Afterwards.
No.
Correct.
You
After I told you
to put my weapon.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna wait
dash.
for the chief. We'll go from there. I'm gonna put it on the dash now. You need to not reach for it, and I'm gonna put it on that side. Will you roll that window down?
I have to turn.
Just turn it to the on. Yeah, accelerator on. That's fine.
Sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here. Okay, where's your identification at?
I think we'll just wait for your chief.
Fine with me. Ma'am, is there a reason you're being difficult? I'm trying to give you every opportunity to...
Quite honestly, I don't feel like repeating myself. And if I go through all this with you, then I have to go over it yet again with the chief.
Okay.
I don't feel like repeating myself.
Okay.
So, I am not refusing to identify. I am simply requesting that you take into account that there's more to it than maybe even what you know. I know, you're an officer and you think you know all the laws. Sorry, but nobody knows all the laws.
I've never claimed to.
I would certainly hope not, because I feel bad for anybody that has to.
So, Chief, will you roll that window down for the chief so we can hear everything that's being said? So I have the firearm now. It's clear from her. So essentially, approached. I know she had the firearm on her hip. Not a big deal. I asked her if it was a firearm that she'd point at it or tell me instead of reaching it. She reached for it. Anyway, I asked her to put her hands on her head so I could remove it from her and take it back to my vehicle to secure it during the rest of the stop because she's mildly argumentative. She refused to do that. We ended up coming to a compromise. She let me take it off her and unload it. So it's been a bit of a confrontation. I've asked her for a license multiple times. She said she wouldn't give it until you got here, so that's where we're at. So can I have your license?
I don't want to repeat myself.
Okay, can I have your license, please?
Just real quick, man, just so you know, my name is Chief Bruce. Let you know I got my camera going too, so it's recording,
Okay. I've got my camera recording as well.
Okay.
Now, as I told you before I relinquish my information, I am going to go over this paperwork.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? Which, of course, is not in order. I promise this was in order when I put it in. Oh, come on. Paper is so thin, just... There we go. So, as you're asking me for my driver's license, I do want you to know it's the right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. And I can give you where to find that if you would like.
And we don't need to. The U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that, so...
No, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have. And you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license.
No, you do not.
Okay, we can argue this later, so you need to provide the officer with your driver's license or you will be arrested for failure to carry and present.
For what crime?
Failure to carry and present a driver's license. That's a Class C misdemeanor in the state of Oregon.
Without a crime, it is not a failure.
So you have to let go of it. You have to present
Why
it to him.
Why do I have to let go of it? I presented it. You can see it.
Do you have a concealed handgun license with you?
No,
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
not required.
Okay.
Good. Whether you feel it's required or not, do you have insurance information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you have registration information? Whether it's required in your opinion or not, do you have...
I don't know if it's here in the car or not.
Okay, so you just don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back. What do you mean?
It's like breaking up.
Yeah, it's in my pocket. It's gonna...
Well, you're citing what you think.
32, 16, 10, and 20 by ODL.
And so if it's constitutionally sound, that's what a court's for. And that's why
924 2642
you
left
don't like
of green.
the original court rule.
At some point, I'm likely going to give this back to her, but I want to do that as quickly as possible. So I'm going to put it in this bag. No, that bag's still holding it. Kevin. So I'm bag. So when I hand it back to her, and it's also on the point, I'll put all the ammunition that was with it in there. Essentially, once I give it back to her, she would, yeah, theoretically she'd have to reload it. So,
You giving it back to her?
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in this bag with all the ammunition.
Who is she?
She's a suspended violation. I've never dealt with her before.
So she prevented you a driver's license and she's suspended?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her if she knows that. That's the time she knows she's suspended.
Well, also, she was cited and convicted on December 29th of 21 for driving while suspended driving on a public roadway, so it's going to be towed.
He's gonna go after her. She knows she's suspended.
Well, she said she's pleading the fifth.
She told me that like 10 minutes ago.
But she was cited when?
December. Yeah, just hit stop.
Has she been reinstated since then? I mean, okay, that's an argument. She was cited in December. Knew she's suspended if she hasn't went and did anything for a reinstatement. And do a CCH on presenting felony convictions as well.
32 or 6. You run a CCH on that female? Pick up that one. See that drop. I tried to pick up the ones I could see. There might be a third that dropped.
So
one.
what was your side?
Yeah, so I walked up, very normal traffic stop so far. Pulling the cord and all that stuff, and I see a bulge underneath her jacket, and I thought it was a knife at first. And then I was like, oh, it could be a gun, so I asked her.
It was under her jacket?
It was under her
So
jacket.
you couldn't see it?
Concealed. I couldn't tell whether it was a knife or a gun.
Then she needs to be ripped. If she doesn't have a concealed handgun, and then you're not giving that back to her.
Okay. So I asked her to either tell me or point at it if it was a gun without reaching for it. She does this, so I start to reach down to lock her hand down, and so basically I was asking her to, I showed her, I wanted to cuff her, put her on a head so I could remove it and go secure my vehicle. I told her I wasn't going to seize it or anything like that. I just wanted to, make it safe because yada yada yada. She refused to let that happen, and she refused to identify herself for a bit. Eventually, she was like, I don't want that gun leaving my car, I want it on my dash. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. She wanted to put it there herself. She said, that's not going to happen. I said, I'll work with you a little bit. I'll let it go up on your dash, but I'm going to unload it first and I will remove it from you. And then I ended up holding it in my hand and then you stood up there.
So she has a jacket. Where is it at on her body?
So it's a cross holster like this. It's sitting up towards her her abdomen a little bit.
Okay. The jacket's completely open.
Yeah, and I could see like the very butt of the handle, but I was not sure if it was a knife or a gun.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely concealed if she doesn't have a CCW.
I mean, I had to ask her if it was a gun. So.
Left side. Like next to you?
Yeah, where she would have just gone down.
I feel like I got it too.
Yeah. .32 and 6. Can I get a 20 on a revolver? It's alright. It's on a .38 caliber revolver. Serial number is 13-43073, and it's a Charter Arms. Paper. One of the bullets might be on the ground over there.
I would have been here sooner, but my hood flew up at 99 miles an hour. Yeah, apparently it wasn't all the way down.
No way.
Yeah.
It's all good. I mean, it was mainly just argumentative. She never tried reaching for it or anything, so I tried to.
Do you know if she has a CCW?
So I believe she's a registered owner. That was part of the. Anyway, I didn't see one show up. I don't know. Let me check now. She did, but I don't remember them mentioning that. She did not.
Okay. Well, confirm it with dispatch and just take her into custody for carrying a lawful possession of a firearm.
And presenting a license.
Well, you can do that one too.
Yeah.
You can definitely.
I'm gonna throw my jacket on. I think if you want to cover me for a sec. Stopped her for expired tags. Also the registered owner, which is her, is suspended, but originally I wasn't positive it was her. It looked like her because I brought her for a picture before I stopped her.
She's definitely.
So it was lodged for unlawful possession of a
It's a misdemeanor.
firearm.
You can do what you want with that. But I guess it depends how this is going to go.
Yeah. Hopefully she's more cooperative than. She seems to.
Confirm with dispatch that she doesn't have a CCW.
Yeah, I will once they get back on.
See what her. I mean, see if she looks like
On the approach. How do you guys get along up there? Her and I are not getting along well.
I mean,
If you guys are getting along so-so, then I'll have you probably talk to her. If that's good with you.
she's rolling up and going to this. Shut my curtains.
Are you him in that recorder?
Yeah.
I'll turn it back on. It should be back on. You hear it?
Yeah. Okay. It was just breaking up a bunch that last time. The first call was perfect.
Try this now. How's that? You can turn that volume up if you need.
It just breaks up a lot.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why my phone blew up.
That's glad the last got it. That's another.
It looks okay. Not yet. No. I can't while we're waiting.
Need to get out there. You're good.
Negative on felony conviction.
Got a copy. Can you confirm if the female has a CHL?
Adamant received.
Lots of green versus green. Lots of stuff. Suspect in theft, mentioning sex crime, cited for
What's the weapon model I was just mentioning?
definitely mentioned quite a few times. Were you able to hear me when I first contacted her?
No, it was all staticky. I mean, I knew you guys were. Maybe she was getting gripey with you. That's about it.
So it's Gina. Okay.
You guys are
Yeah, I think she'll seem to get along with her.
Gina, what's the deal, okay? I need you to step out of the vehicle because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
You're placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
Ma'am, do you recall I asked you if that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view, right? Okay, so it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry. Nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat,
Or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under
So
clothing,
now
that's
you guys
concealed.
want to nitpick.
and additionally, it's also a crime to present me with a driver's license knowing that it's suspended. I see you were convicted of driving while suspended in late December of 2021, which was only a few months ago. Additionally, you haven't been reinstated at all since then, so there's a pretty good inclination that you knew you were suspended and knew that license was not valid. That's also a crime in the state of Oregon.
You're making assumptions.
No, that's...
You're making assumptions.
Oh, as far as your knowledge
you're
of that?
Assuming whether I knew or did not know.
Right, I never said I knew for a fact. Okay? I'm not in your mind, I can't know that. But there's pretty good evidence to show that you likely knew. But additionally from that, for the concealed firearm, yes, you are under arrest. So we just need you to step out. We don't want it to be incident or anything. Just ask you to step out and face the panel up there for us, please.
So maybe like I explained to you, this isn't the place to argue it. That just makes things worse. That's why there's court.
Yeah, you guys looked for the most petty thing that you could to arrest me for.
Okay, well we didn't.
And
we didn't
I'm
look
willing
for
to bet that in the process, you guys have got a whole lot of other things going on. So before we jump to that, I'd like to know what I was pulled over for.
I told you were stopped for expired tags. Okay, additionally, the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended. It appeared to look similar to you based off the picture I pulled up before I stopped you. But in and of itself, I can stop you if the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended and the description would match. Additionally, you have a light housing on the back here that's broken. I didn't notify you that that's why I stopped you, because I was primarily just stopping you for the tags. But I mean, we can point at things, but I don't want to nitpick with you. I don't want to argue with you. Okay, this is kind of what we're going to do. You're obviously very familiar with the courts. You referenced the Supreme Court earlier in the stop. Okay, so you know that that's the place to argue this stuff. So at this point, that's why you're under arrest. Okay, so we're going to ask that you step out. We don't want an argument with you. We don't want any altercation.
Here's my car.
So your car, so you were convicted of driving while suspended recently. So
you have no insurance on the vehicle.
You guys have
So-
no legal right to tell it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court.
But I'm talking to you now.
Okay, this isn't the place for these arguments, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step out of the vehicle, and if you refuse
I will
to...
step
okay.
out of the vehicle. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that a vehicle is a household effect.
Okay.
Therefore, you have no right to tow it.
Okay. Again, you can argue that in court. You can argue that, you can file lawsuits, you can do what you like.
So,
Okay.
in other words, what you're saying is that you don't
That's
care
fine. Get him on the camera.
that you are stomping all over my country.
What I care about is this is my job, okay? I am educated, I'm informed, I get the training on laws and court rulings.
But that does
okay?
not mean that you know all the laws.
Okay.
And that does not mean that you are kept up to date
Right.
on the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings.
Right. So I'm pretty kept up to date. And again,
I've done my
if I'm
research.
wrong, I'll eat crow later, okay? But this isn't the
Eating
place
crow
for it.
later is not going to help me.
Okay, well it might. So go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and step out of the
In the
vehicle. You are under
meantime,
arrest.
you guys are taking something that you have no legal right to take.
Again, not the place for the argument.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way. Please face that way and put your hands behind your back.
Ow!
Good.
Would you
Do
please
you need
be
two
gentle?
sets of cuffs?
I have a right shoulder injury.
Okay.
So
Chief, will
please
you hold
be
this
gentle.
arm? We'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you.
And please don't stop on the car.
We'll do our very best. I'm only limited by these 2 cuffs.
Too high.
It'd be a little better if you were able to hold a little more still.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not standing still enough for you. I'm a little bit scared.
Okay. Let me check the tightness on this one.
Real quick, ma'am,
One of
you
these
do have the right to
lists has
remain
gotta
silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in law. You have the right not to take present lawyer being questioned. If you're not or to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you at no expense. Do you understand those rights, ma'am?
I'm going to double lock these just so they don't tighten up anymore on you. Okay, man. I'll have you walk back this way with me. To the front of my car here.
Okay, I know you say you're pleading the fifth, but do you have someone who is a licensed, valid driver who can come take control of your vehicle within a reasonable amount of time, which would be within the next 20 minutes or so?
Bryson,
Bryson,
his neighbor.
okay. And are you still living at the Canterville address? It's on your license? I'm only asking because I'm trying to think about how long it's going to take somebody to get here.
Yes, I live in Canterville.
Okay. Would you like to call Bryson to see if he can come get your
I
vehicle?
would appreciate it.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone that I can bring out here? And
It's on the windshield.
okay, can I grab that to bring that out here
Yes,
for you?
you may.
All right.
And by the way, I do not consent to any searches or seizures.
I figured. That's totally fine.
So you obviously can't dial a phone with your hands behind your back. So would you like me to?
Okay, you're gonna have to scroll it to the scroll that, and then go to Messenger. Second one down on the left. You may have to lift it up for it to. And Bryson Waters.
Okay.
Bryson, yep. And then up at the top, the
Phone?
yeah.
No internet connection. Do you know his phone number? I mean, if it's
That's
on here, we can call.
That's the only way I have to get a hold of him.
Do you have internet or you need Wi-Fi?
Can you pull down the top menu
Top menu. Sure.
at the very
You
top
just
of the
slide from the
screen
top
and
down.
slide it down? Yeah. Slide it down again. Okay.
Here's the Wi-Fi, but I mean, I don't know.
Mobile data. There it is. Middle bottom.
This one?
Yeah, above the. Yep. There you go. And give it just a minute to. Okay, it's on. And it's yep. And then try Bryson again.
So, ma'am, I have this bag here. It's going to be for your property you have on your person. This is not staying with me. This is just so I can collect all your stuff that will be released with you.
Bryson? Hey, I need you to get over to Myrtle Creek so that you can drive my car home.
Right next to the sweater.
Ask Corey and Kessa to bring me over. Yep. I'm getting arrested for a concealed firearm. And he could clearly see the butt of the freaking gun, so whatever. But, anyway, I need a licensed driver to come get the car. You'll have to call her yourself because they're just giving me this one opportunity. All right, thank you. All right, bye.
Is he gonna call you back?
No, my daughter will.
So you didn't tell him where you were at?
Oh, well, yeah.
We can check back in with them in a few. Okay. So,
Yeah, not now.
so again, this is a bag for your property that will go with you whenever you're done with us. Okay. I know you have keys. There's certain things you can and can't have on you when I transport you to wherever we're going. So can I take your keys out of your pocket? I see the top one hanging out there. I'll just grab it by that and put it in here on your behalf.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else in your pockets that I could put in here? Because I got to make sure you don't have any weapons or means of escape.
I don't think I have anything else.
So these keys right here, I'm just going to grab those. My camera's pointing right at it there. Grab by the top, pull them out.
I'm gonna call him back and let him know.
There are more keys in the bottom of my pocket.
Okay.
Give me a minute to get a hold of my daughter.
So you have more keys in which pocket?
It's the same pocket.
Front right.
In here for a second, 'cause it's raining.
Is it okay if I remove those?
Yes, you
okay,
may.
I'm going to do it the best I can, okay?
It's not a deep pocket, so.
So I'm just going to try to lift that up. I see them there, so I should be able to go. Oh, I see this one. Was that fine just like that?
Yeah, they're loose. I've been trying to figure out what some of these keys go to, so.
Okay, do you have a wallet or
I
anything that can go in here?
I believe there's another key in there.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna pat it with the back of my hand. Is that okay?
Yeah. Move towards the front. Up.
Yeah, I'm not feeling
You're not
anything else in
feeling?
there.
Okay.
What about the other pocket? You have anything in that?
I don't believe so, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I'm not seeing a knife bulging out of it or anything like that.
And I know I don't have anything in my back pockets.
Nothing in your
My
back
wallet
pocket. Okay. Can I
is
lift your back
sitting-
jacket up just to make sure there's no knife or anything sticking out? Okay. Thank you.
And my wallet is sitting right inside the car door.
Okay, nothing in your socks at all?
No.
Okay, some people, you'd be amazed. Can I pat just around your ankle with the back of my hand just to make sure? Okay, go for the other ankle. Okay, thank you. And your wallet's in the car, you said? Would you like me to grab that?
Probably, well,
It's up to you. I'm only going to go in the car with your permission.
if you could put it in the center console,
Okay, where's it at right now?
it's right. You should be able to see it.
Okay, I'm going to grab your phone and put it in this bag. Go away.
From where you're seeing it, you should be able to see it. It's almost falling out of the car right there.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, if you could just put it in the center console for me, I'd appreciate it.
You want me to physically lift it up and put it in there? Okay.
I was just curious if you had. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye. So should we try calling Bryson? Is that his name, Bryson again?
Bryson.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I said it. I don't know what that
Right.
is. Do I have to hit the side button?
Yep, that one right there.
Okay, we go
Left,
Messenger.
Yep. And there you
Let's
go.
hit that again. Where's the phone?
Bottom or middle left.
The little
Yep.
phone icon?
Yep, there you
It
go.
was up at the top earlier.
Right. Not Facebook fast, huh?
I'm not. Don't have one.
Hey, so did you get a hold of her? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and have the chief give you the information of where the car is at, and that way we don't have to worry about doing all this, tag and all that. All right, here's the chief.
Hey, Bryson. Okay, so you're gonna come pick up her car? How long are you gonna be?
I'm just stretching.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, you don't even.
I've already
have
checked
ID
this, so I'm
yet.
not worried about it.
That's the deal.
Ugh.
You have to come here in a reasonable amount of time, or we're gonna call for a tow. Okay, so I mean, I'll give you. It is about 12:40. It's 12:38. So I know you're in Canterville, so that's about a 15-minute drive. I will wait here until 1:15. If you're not here by 1:15, that's 36 minutes. Then I'm gonna call for a tow because that's more time than it'll take for a tow to get here. Are you gonna be able to get here within 36 minutes? Okay. So you know where the Myrtle Creek swimming pool is? Okay. Do you have like Google Maps on your phone that you can pull it up? Okay, so it's on Orchard Drive. It's the name of the street. So if you take a left off a division onto Orchard, as soon as you turn left, you would see us. Or are you familiar with Myrtle Creek?
You know what? He's gonna hit those keys.
If you come into town off the freeway,
The one with the black,
Okay.
the big black
Okay,
key.
I'll leave those with the
take
chief.
a left
That's
on
okay with
First
you.
Avenue. If you go
Yeah.
all the way up First Avenue to the stop sign, if you look straight across, you will see my patrol vehicle. It's on Ocean Drive. All right, thank you.
So I'm gonna,
Yep, the red button. There you go.
I'll leave the
And
ignition
now.
key with you, Chief, in case he is able to show up.
Yep.
I'll trade you for the phone. I'll put that with her property. I'm just going to secure this in the front. Like I said, this is going to stay with you.
Lots of cars stolen from here, lots of cars broken into. And you have a history of driving off the thing. Hopefully Bryson will come through and clear your vehicle. Do you have any questions regarding that, man?
Is it okay if I take your glasses off before I put you in the car?
Preferably not.
Alright, that's fine.
It
I asked what
generally,
you prefer.
it wouldn't be a big deal, but I get such bad headaches
That's fine.
from the light.
Okay,
It's
I'll have you step this way for me. And just right around me to the door here. So the best way is going to be to get up as close to that corner as you can, face me, and then sit back, and then swing your legs in. Just do your best. You can take as much time as you need.
Officer, you're gonna have to help me.
Okay, how would you like me to help you? Would you like me to hold pressure on your back so you can
If-
slowly go in?
Do you want to hold onto your sweatshirt like this?
That'll work.
Slowly lean down.
Slow as you need.
A little more, yep.
Okay.
Keep going. There we go.
Awesome.
Yep.
So duck. Okay, so your head should be clear now. And I'll give you some time to get your legs in.
It's not as easy as
I know, it's difficult.
Okay, this is.
You want me to go on the other side and pull on you?
Can you push my feet up?
Yep. There we go. Now I'll sit you up. Perfect. There we go. Okay, would you like a window down?
No, thank you.
Okay.
So on her CC, she's got pretty lengthy, a lot of driving stuff, suspended criminals. She does have a weapon conviction back in 2001. She was acquitted on it. And then there's a child neglect conviction, a forgery, but it doesn't show a conviction, so that was actually a valid.
She's gonna go to jail today. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll wait here and be delayed on my lunch.
Sorry, sir. Thank you.